If you're looking to grab what could be the biggest wealth building opportunity of the decade, one that the experts are convinced will be bigger than the internet and mobile combined, and you wouldn't mind making an extra $3,000, $15,000, or even $100,000 per month, but you've always felt that most of the so-called opportunities on the internet these days are essentially scams, then this short video is probably going to be the most important thing you've seen in a while. Here's the 3D printing entrepreneur, Sam Frlan, to tell you why.
Hi, I'm Sam Frlan, and I'm best known for taking my little 3D printing business from zero to over $500,000 in less than a year. Today, I'm going to show you how I did it, and more importantly, how you can do it too. You're under 14 minutes away from discovering how you can literally print as much money as you need right from your desktop, even if you don't know squat about 3D printing or don't own a 3D printer. Thanks to my little 3D printing business, during the past year I've been able to visit Venice in Las Vegas and Venice in Macau, China. But this right here is Venice, Italy, the real thing. What I'm going to show you is the real thing as well. Now, unlike those internet marketing gurus that only make money by selling you info on how to make money, I make more than enough with my 3D printing business, so I don't need your money. What I do need is for you to give me your full attention for the next few minutes, and I promise you, I'll make it worthwhile to you.
Being in the right place at the right time and getting in on the ground floor can make you rich. If someone suggested back in the 1990s that you start an internet company, you would have probably laughed. Most of us did, but there were a handful of smart people that didn't laugh. They went to make their little websites at the right time, and today they don't have a worry in the world. The secret of success is to find a business that is so right and so ripe that you can ride it like a crest of a wave. I believe I found such a business. Folks just like you and me are making lots of cash with this disruptive new technology we call 3D printing. Business insiders say it's the next trillion-dollar industry. The Economist of London compares its history-changing impact to the invention of the steam engine and the printing press. Meanwhile, trend forecasters are whispering how this invention could create more millionaires than the internet. All around the world there is a 3D printing revolution going on, and this is your chance to be the part of it. You are finally in exactly the right place at precisely the right time, right where you need to be to tap into the growing trend that is 3D printing. These little devices, called 3D printers, create actual objects that you can hold in your hand and use in your everyday life. They're like replicators from Star Trek. I know it sounds unbelievable, but it actually works. Don't ask me how. I'm not a technology geek. I can't explain it to you. What I do know is that 3D printing makes me more dollars in a week and sometimes in a single day than I used to make in a month. And now you can do the same. 3D printing is the largest money-making opportunity of the decade. An opportunity that anyone with a computer and the internet, even you, can exploit. You simply design the product you want on your computer or download a finished design, and the 3D printer makes it for you as long as it is made out of plastic. You can 3D print things like toys, jewelry, spare parts, you name it. Call me old-fashioned, but I like physical products. I like making stuff, and I'm proud when I hold something I made. Throughout history, wealth was always created by producing useful products. To profit from production, no longer do you have to have the capital of big corporations or cheap labor like the Chinese. Thanks to 3D printers, now you can have a factory right on your desktop. With the sticker price of these revolutionary 3D printers plummeting from $100,000 just a few years ago to $299, anyone can conquer the next frontier while it is still a virgin territory. And the best part, you don't even need to buy a 3D printer. To understand what I'm talking about, you might be curious to know how it all started for me. I was born in a communist country in Eastern Europe. I was dirt poor and couldn't speak a word of English when I first came to America. And thanks to 3D printing, now I have attained financial freedom and a dream lifestyle. I don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning anymore, commute 1 hour to a job I hate, or work my ass to the bone just to fill someone else's pockets. Instead, I enjoy time with my family. I get to take luxury vacation and travel the world with them. dine in nice restaurants without having to check the prices, and live life the way it was meant to be lived. But it wasn't always like that. Without a college degree and with my thick East European accent, I didn't have much going in my favor. I was stuck in a series of dead-end jobs, and my attempts to earn some extra money on the internet have all miserably failed. I wanted freedom and a better tomorrow for myself and my family, but was clueless how to get there. So out of frustration, I searched for something better. I was always on the lookout for next opportunities, and I tried them all. Forex, professional blogging, MLM, various SEO techniques, and pretty much none of these schemes worked for me. They all had their flaws. Some were too crowded with people wanting to make a quick buck, some were just too complicated to figure them out, and some were just scams. It wasn't until I accidentally discovered 3D printing that I started making serious money. While 3D printing didn't make me rich, at least not yet, it did make me financially independent and free from any money worries. And where I come from, that's something to be proud of. It all changed for me the day my little cousin lost a Lego piece, one of those rare Lego pieces he needed to complete his Star Wars Millennium Falcon. I went online to help him find one to buy. Couldn't find the original, but I found a guy who 3D printed me an exact replica of the missing piece. Little did I know this little piece of plastic would change my life. A few days later, I received the piece in the mail. It looked exactly like new. I was so intrigued with what this new technology could do that I ordered an entry-level 3D printer for $299 right then and there. As soon as it arrived, I printed a lemon squeezer, a hairbrush for my wife, and a case for my iPhone. And let me tell you, they were at least as good as the stuff you buy in the store. Best of all, the cost of printing was just a fraction of what you pay for mass-produced stuff in Walmart. I was impressed. People who saw the iPhone case I printed were also impressed. Co-workers, friends, relatives. They all like it so much they asked me to tell them where I bought one. When I told them that I printed myself, every one of them wanted to buy one. So without even trying, I sold 18 iPhone cases the first week to people I know at $20 each. Since it cost me less than 20 cents to print one, I was racking $19.80 per case. And the best part was that I was able to print these cases in my spare time while checking the Twitter or surfing the web. Without any effort, I paid off my new 3D printer that very first week. That got me thinking. If I put my custom iPhone cases online on eBay, Amazon, or my own website, I could probably sell many more of them. Making my own iPhone cases with a 3D printer and selling them online was so easy even a child could do it. But believe me, the profits were not kid stuff. The first month I was making around $100 per day. The next month I started having some $500 a day. Not everyone, but definitely a few. Within 4 months, I had my first ever $1,000 day. I clearly remember having a blast showing my wife our PayPal account. And in December, thanks to Christmas shopping, I made a record-breaking $102,000 profit just with this simple iPhone case niche. At first, I refused to believe it. Making that kind of money this easily was a big deal for me. It just couldn't be true that an East European immigrant like me could make this much money without leaving home. But it was. The proof was right there in my bank account. And it changed my life. For the first time, I didn't have any money worries. If you could make that kind of money, would you say goodbye to your day job? Would you buy yourself or your family all the things you deserve? Would you get out of debt? From the steady profits I earned 3D printing iPhone cases, I was able to do that and so much more. I stopped worrying about the bills and paid off my mortgage. I became a master of my own time, so I spend time with my family and take better care of them. With the extra money coming regularly, I bought an SUV for my wife and a Mustang convertible for me, with cash, no payments. I enjoy my passion for exploring the world. Every now and then I take my wife to a nice vacation. Like right now we're in Venice. But most of all, I have a clear vision of our future. It's so much fun to be able to afford the things you want, especially from the business that you can run from home. And I'm not telling you this to impress you. I'm telling this to impress upon you what a big opportunity this 3D printing thing is. If I can do it, you most certainly can do too. I mean, if it costs you 20 cents to make something that you can easily sell for $20 and you don't have to invest any labor except clicking on a print button, you don't have to be Warren Buffett to figure out that this will make you a lot of money. Throughout my life, I wasted a lot of time, money, and not to mention nerves and self-esteem trying to make some extra bucks with money-making schemes that didn't work. And I promised myself that if I ever found something that actually worked, I share it with a selective few other people. I'm keeping my promise. Now that I've generated over $500,000 for myself, now that I have peace of mind and a secure future, it's time to give back. This is my personal invitation for you to join a selected group of pioneers who already make a living from this revolutionary 3D printing technology and get your foot in the door to profit even more once 3D printing hits the mainstream. Because when the skeptics wise up, the first movers will cash out, making a fortune. The opportunity to profit from a transformative technology like this one might come along once or twice in a lifetime. If you miss the internet boom like I did, this might be the only other chance you ever get. That's why I've just released 3D Printer Profit System, a complete course on how to make money running a 3D printing business from your home, even if you're clueless like me about how this amazing technology works, and even if you don't own a 3D printer. Step by step, I will tell you exactly how I made over $500,000 in little less than a year using the same exact methods I'm about to show you. You will learn everything you need to know to start making the same kind of money I made in smartphone and tablet cases. Actually, you will probably make more than I did because you will learn from my mistakes and avoid them. I will give you a complete starter kit on how to set up your own online store that sells 3D printed cases for iPhone, Samsung, iPod, and other smartphone and tablets. It's a complete solution. You'll get everything you need to have your store up and running in 10 minutes or less. And once you easily set it up, I'll show you exactly how to get customers to visit your store and buy your products without you having to spend a dime on traffic. It's a foolproof, step-by-step guide that works every time, even if you are clueless about the web, internet, or 3D printing. And your products will be so attractive that people will literally beg you to take their money. Now, if you're cautious like me, you might ask, why would I give you my goose that lays the golden eggs? The answer is simple. There are over 37 million iPhone cases sold every month. So even if hundreds of new people like you enter this lucrative market, I won't even notice. The business is booming and there is room for every single one of us. But 3D printing profits won't just tell you how to make money with smartphone cases like I did. While meeting the 3D printing community, reading books and websites, and finding out what works and what doesn't, in addition to my own smartphone case niche, I've also found 57 3D printing ideas that can make you at least $10,000 per month working from home. You see, I'm not the only one building wealth with this new 3D printing technology. Our 3D printing community is small but growing. We call ourselves the makers. We are plain, ordinary, non-techie people, just like you, mostly without any particular technical ability, no corporate or banking contacts, and no special skills. What we do have is the burning desire to make stuff, be free, and be our own bosses. I was amazed every time I found other great business ideas that could make you big money with a little 3D printer. There are so many niches on the 3D printing market that everyone can have his own lucrative space under the sun. Each niche is ready for us makers to profit from. And since you 3D print only after the customers orders and pay you, you don't need to keep stock and tie up your money. Printing on demand makes you profitable right from the start. You don't need an office, a store, employees, and practically no overhead. In fact, there are plenty of regular folks who have fun and make money with 3D printing as we speak. Some are taking home thousands of dollars a month, supplementing their home budget, working few hours a week and on the weekends. And then the few who are making 6 figures a month, every month. Meeting the fellow makers, I realized that my 3D printing profit system works with any niche, not just smartphones, and there are thousands of hot niches out there. I could go into any of them, but I'm happy with the growing profits I make from my own little niche. I wanted to share my system with anyone who would listen, because there's no way I could personally use it to its full extent. After all, what good is all the money if you don't have the time to enjoy it with your family? I can drive more than one car at a time or vacation in more than one place at the same time. That's why I'm giving these 57 proven and profitable 3D printing niches away to you. So in addition to my step-by-step guide on how to make money 3D printing cases for iPhone and other smartphones, my course will also break down the entire roadmap on how you can make money online with each and every one of the other 57 niches. A complete course in how to make money with 3D printing will be included when you get access to the 3D printing profit system. This includes detailed instructions on exact money-making techniques that make me and my fellow makers thousands of dollars per day. You will also get a 3D printer's buyer's guide. I started off with an inexpensive printer and later invested in a more costly model. Literally, only a few $100s puts you in the business and gets you on the equal level with the big overseas factories. Or you can even get a 3D printer absolutely free if you signed up as a beta tester for one of the 3D printer companies. I'll tell you how to do it. And if you would like to keep your home business all digital, I'll show you where to outsource all of your 3D printing. There are companies that will 3D print stuff for you and even ship it to your customers, so you don't even have to own a 3D printer. You will be instructed how to get the customers with no marketing cost, not only for smartphone cases niche, but also for the 57 other specific niches. And once you get the customers, I'll tell you how to make them spend more and more often while keeping them happy. Plus much more to assure your success, even if you are starting from scratch and do this only part-time. Now, before I give you access to my system, let's get one thing straight. If you're looking for a secret formula that will make you rich overnight, look elsewhere. If you want some make money on autopilot solution, good luck finding it. But if you want to know exactly how to build a real business and not some fly-by-night crapshoot, you'll love 3D printer profits. Best of all, my system will not stop working next month. It's going to keep working for as long as there are people around who need stuff. Any kind of stuff. In a very short time, you can be the proud owner of a profitable, ongoing business, working from the privacy and comfort of your own home. With the low price of 3D printing and profit margin in excess of 1000%, anyone who can't make money with my system is probably condemned to be a wage slave for life. You will of course have to put my plan into motion, but that's the fun part. 3D printer profit system really works. It will work anytime you want more money. Need some money? Print some products and follow my simple instruction. It is as easy as that. The more stuff you print, the more money you'll make. Unfortunately, a growing number of people these days choose to rely on the government or their employer. They just don't have the desire to make stuff, build wealth and be free. That's a shame, because my system is easy to use. No prior experience or specific knowledge is necessary, just the desire to make a lot of money and be your own boss. In an industry, experts are saying it's going to be worth billions. Now I know you can't afford to wait months to start making money, so here's my promise to you. I will show you how to make money with 3D printing. Even if you're totally new to all this and you only have a few hours a week to follow my system, you can still be generating a second income or even a full-time income in a matter of weeks. Just watch the video tutorials I give you and finally make some real money. And if you happen to get stuck or need some assistance at any point along the way, don't hesitate to reach me or my assistant for anything you need. When you order, you will get a complete 3D printer profit system on how to make money 3D printing smartphone and tablet cases. But you'll also get specific reports on how to make money with 57 other profitable 3D printing niches. The only catch is you need to start now. You can wait on it if you want to gain access to both the core system and the additional 57 report. You will get immediate entry to the exclusive membership area. You will see all the modules, video tutorials, reports and step-by-step guides. Absolutely everything you need to profit from this opportunity of the decade, that is 3D printing. Now my system sells for only $47, enough for me to cover the cost of production and be left with a reasonable profit for my efforts. I know that's very inexpensive, but I assure you my system is not cheap in any way. I invested a lot of money, time and experience in developing it, and in spite of its low price, nothing has been left out. You'll get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about starting and running a profitable 3D printing business, even if you start from scratch. Absolutely nothing was left out. That's why Steve, my accountant, thinks I'm crazy for selling my complete system for only $47. I know of only one company in the world offering anything even similar to my program. I said similar because there's no comparison in quality, and they'll charge you $2,000 just for the introductory course. I could totally sell my system for the same price, but I know that's out of reach for most deserving people, especially in this economy, and I really want to help people who are able to make a decision fast enough to have this. So I decided to go with a super discounted price of just $47 for a complete system. That's almost like paying you $2,000. But you gotta hurry because I'm starting to believe Steve. I'm so convinced that you can follow my system and make more money in a day than your neighbors and friends make in a week that I can offer the 3D printing profit system to you with a full 60 days guarantee. That means that if you, for whatever reason, unsatisfied with it within the next 60 days, I'll be more than happy to send you a 100% refund of every penny you paid. No questions asked, no hard feeling either. Either you make money or you get all the money back. Simple as that. During these 60 days, all the power is in your hands. You decide what results you expect, and you tell me if I met your highest expectation or not. But I seriously doubt you'll be coming back for a refund anytime soon, because I know my system will work for you just as it worked for me and many others. And if you do decide you want a refund, just send an email to my personal email address that I'll give you, and I'll make sure you get every penny back on the spot. And as my parting gift, you can keep all the bonus reports, because I appreciate you for trusting me and my system. I cannot be any fairer than that. So I urge you not to procrastinate and start today. You got two choices. 1. Close this site, ignore it, and probably miss the biggest money-making opportunity of this decade. And 2. Do the only sensible thing and join me and fellow makers who are getting wealthy from this 3D printing boom. Click on the Get Instant Access button below and you'll get access to the complete system right now. That includes the full system, all the training, video tutorials, report, everything I said you'll get, and then some. Whatever you decide, act now. It's always the early adopters who cash in the biggest from the trends like this. Those who sit on the sidelines and put things off fail to grab the first mover's advantage. Right now, the 3D printing field is so uncrowded it's almost lonely. Those who hurry will reap the rewards and probably end up with Lamborghinis in the driveways. Those who don't will be sorry they missed the boat. All you need to do to get the instant access to my system, risk-free, is click the big orange button below so you can start profiting from the 3D printing bonanza right now. There's no reason to wait, because I've got your back with my no question asked 100% money back guarantee for a full 60 days. And best of all, you can start as quickly as just a few minutes from right now. My fellow makers, let's do this together. Stop dreaming about your life and start living your dream. Hit the orange button now and I'll see you in just a minute on the inside.